Hello friends, today we are going to learn about the structure of atom and gravitation, and I am Sakleen Sheikh. Here we are going to discuss about the structure of atom. In this part we are going to discuss about the structure of atom, what is an atom. What is an atom? The smallest tiny particle which can't be divided further is called as atom. So that atom is smallest particle of matter, and all the matters are made up from the atom. When the atoms are joined together, the matter will be formed. And there is one fact that in this world, everything in this world is made up from the atom. And there is one example. To build the building, we have to join all the bricks. Same thing happens in the matter, that is atoms are joined to form matter. Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass, and all matters are made up of atom. These atoms, we can't see these atoms by our naked eyes. We have to if we have to see these atoms, then we have to use the electronic microscope. Through the electronic microscope we can easily see the atoms, and there are lots of proofs and lots of experimental proofs which from them we can easily understand the existence of the atom. Now these experimental proofs have been done by some philosophers, and there is what is these philosophers, we are going to study about these philosophers experiments and their discoveries. So through that we can understand the structure of atom and actually what is an atom. Now the first philosopher is John Dalton. Sir John Dalton's theory is Dalton's atomic theory. In this theory, they stated that all matter is made up of atom. Like I said, that all the things are matter in this world, and all matter is made up of the atom. And the atoms of an element are identical, means they have same mass and properties. Each element has different atoms, and atoms can engage in a chemical reactions. Because due to this, we are studying the atoms. When we study and when we understand the atom, we can easily understand the chemical reactions. So from atoms we can easily understand chemical reactions. Atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed, and they are also indivisible. The next philosopher is Sir Ernest Rutherford. We are studying this Sir Ernest Rutherford's atomic model. Through this we can easily understand that actually what is the model of the atom. They actually discovered, and they stated that atom has a positively charged central part. Means atom has a center part which is called as the nucleus, and which have a positive charge. Electrons are distributed around the nucleus. Around this nucleus there are electrons, and mass of an atom is concentrated at nucleus. Actually the whole mass of the atom is concentrated at nucleus according to Sir Rutherford's atomic model. The second planetary model of atom, there is one example like solar system. In our solar system there is one center part like sun, and all the planets are moving around the sun. Same happens in this. Like there is one nucleus in the atom which is the center part according to Rutherford's atomic model. Nucleus which is the center part, and all the elements, all the electrons are around the nucleus. And the second one model is the Bohr's model of the atom. In this Bohr's model of the atom, then what he discovers that each orbit can hold a specific number of electrons. Means there are electrons who are moving around the nucleus. They have electrons, like there are shells, and this shell orbits is called as a shell, and shell has some electrons. Now let us consider there are 4 shells, K, L, M, N. So every shell has some electrons. Like maximum number of shell 1 should be the 2, and for shell 2 the maximum number of electrons should be 8, and for shell M maximum number of electrons should be 18, and for N shell maximum number of electrons should be 32. Now Bohr's model, what the Bohr's model actually stated that there is one nucleus part, like as in the Rutherford's atomic model, there is one nucleus part which is centered part. The electrons are there who are moving around the nucleus, and orbit is there. In this orbit this electrons moves, and there is one, due to this there is one energy levels. So these electrons are moving in the orbit around the nucleus. So now the next one is what is an actually structure of an atom. In this there are 3 subatomic types. Three subatomic types. There one is a proton, neutron, and electron. So first one is First one is a nucleus, that is a proton. The nucleus is a home of proton and neutrons. Has a positive charge. It has a positive charge. Actually, it is called as a proton. Has a relative mass of 1. Has a positive charge and determines the atomic number found inside the nucleus and denoted by the P. Now the second one is the neutron. Has no charge. Has a relative mass of 1 found inside the nucleus and denoted by the N. And the third one is the electron. Electron has a negative charge found outside the nucleus. And according to Rutherford's model, at electrons are around the nucleus. And according to Bohr's model, electrons are in specific energy level called as shells and denoted by the E. Now the second point is gravitation. In this gravitation, actually what is gravitation by called? The definition of the gravity is the force of gravity. The force of gravity is the force of attraction between all objects in the universe. There is one example of the ball. When we throw this ball in this towards the sky, the ball automatically comes towards the ground. This done because of the attraction between the objects. Like there is two objects, one is ball and second is ground. The attraction between the ball and ground, due to this, the ball, when we throw the ball towards the sky, the ball automatically comes towards the ground. Now the second point is also the force of attraction offered by the earth on the object which lie on the surface of the earth. Now, so thank you. This is the session about the structure of atom and gravitation. Thanks to all of you.